So just for some background on this foundation before we get started, the new Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation comes in 32 shades and it retails for $39.50. It is described as a clean, long-wearing foundation with gentle micellar technology that mimics skin texture for a natural, flawless finish, and it is supposed to be medium coverage and have a natural finish. It says it's really good for all skin types. I went ahead and got some samples from Sephora and I picked up 2 shades just to try out. So I got L25 and L40. I'm gonna start with L25 just to make sure and see how it goes. Oh, it's thicker. It's much thicker than I thought, if you can tell. I'm nervous, but maybe that means it'll be a pretty good coverage. Let's go ahead and get a skin update. So I have some foundation on already, but you can see I have just a little bit of scar. I don't really have a lot of active zits right now, which is very exciting. Also good just because I've been waiting for this because my skin recently has been having a time. Just hitting this all over my face so we can see what happens. Probably should have started with half my face just to see if it's gonna do anything crazy. So I'm gonna do this side of my face with a brush, and I'm gonna do my Jaclyn Hill JH03 brush. And let's see what happens coverage wise. Also, if you're interested in this eye look, because my eyes look pretty crazy right now, I'm actually doing another video right now at the moment. So depending on which goes up first, I will link it up here. Oh, okay, coverage wise, I don't hate it. You can still kind of see, let me turn the lights down a little bit. You can see my acne scars peeking through quite a bit, but my skin tone also does look even, and it does, I would say, have a natural finish. I'm not overly dewy or overly matte. Now for the other side of the face, I'm going to be taking it using my Tati Beauty Blendiful. I've been really enjoying this over a beauty blender, and also I just feel like this is so much easier to clean than a beauty blender, and gives a little bit better coverage as well, but also still looks really natural. If you haven't seen my Blendiful video, I will also link that up here. But I've been really loving it over a beauty blender in general. And as you can see, it kind of gives the same finishing effect. Like, you could still for sure see my acne scars peeking through. I for sure like the side with the brush better, but it also could have been that I added more on this side compared to this side. So I'm just going to take a smidge more. Oh, it might have been too much. Whoa. Now I actually think they are the same amount of coverage. So as you can see on this side, it covered up quite a bit, which is really nice. And then this side, you can for sure still see my acne and acne scars peeking through, but again, it's a medium coverage, so I would say this is a pretty good medium coverage foundation. I have a big zit right here by my eyeball that it didn't really cover up, but it's by the eye. It's been rough. Overall, I'm not mad at it. However, I will say, especially just going off of this one, know if I would necessarily like it if I had an inflamed zit. It's not clinging on to any dry patches. It's not really sinking to any of my fine lines. Of course, right here it does look a little textured, but that happens to me with almost every foundation. And my skin does look like skin. I feel like it looks really healthy and really natural. So it looks a little textured right here, a little crazy, but nothing too bad. It is a lot dewier than I thought, but I guess that's what natural finish means, but I thought it would just be less dewy. I don't hate it as of now. It does look really fresh and really healthy. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup and the rest of my face, and then I will be right back. So far, so good. I don't think I'm gonna build up any of the coverage. I think I'm just gonna do my under eye concealer and the rest of my face and see how it goes, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that my makeup is all done, my hair's like curling itself. Going on. So this is how my makeup looks with everything done. Again, if you're interested in this eye look, I will link it right here if it is up already. If not, be on the lookout. It is using the new Jaclyn Hill X Morphe Volume 2 palette, and so far I think I'm a fan. But this is how we're looking so far. So I added no extra coverage to this foundation. I didn't even go in with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer like I usually do. I didn't really feel like I needed it. I obviously could have used it like a little bit with these scars over here. My scars are still peeking through quite a bit, but I don't mind it. I feel like it looks like more natural, and I do really like that it's still a really pretty natural finish. All I did was set it with the Fenty Beauty translucent powder, so I didn't even use a skin color like or a pressed powder. I just used the translucent powder just to see really how this foundation performs. Obviously I still wanted to set it. I set all my foundations, so it would be kind of weird if I didn't set this one, just because that's how I wear all my foundations. I usually set it. I also usually wear my Tarte concealer, but I just didn't feel like I needed it, honestly. So far, I am not mad with how it looks at all. I feel like my skin looks really pretty and actually pretty natural looking. It's kind of throwing me off with these shockingly pink eyes, so maybe I could have used a little bit more full coverage just to offset it a little bit, but I don't think it looks bad at all, and I feel like, again, it looks really natural and really pretty. It doesn't feel heavy or anything. It feels really light. I feel like it is setting well on my face. Let's zoom in and see what we're working with. It's not creasing. It's not settling into my fine lines. It actually looks better in my little brow area. Not as cakey as it did before once I kind of went over it with the Fenty powder. Overall, for now, I am actually really impressed with this foundation, so I'm gonna go ahead and wear this as long as possible. Right now it is 7:16 p.m. We'll see if I can get 8 hours in. I doubt it, but if not, I'm gonna wear it all day tomorrow and see how it performs. So I'm going to go on with the rest of my night, eat some food. I'm starving, and I will be right back.
Hey guys, just wanted to quickly apologize. I actually went on a trip in the same week, and so this is why I look like I am a skier.
Okay, this is what we look like after a half day of skiing. I have some redness right here, but I feel like the coverage for the most part still is there and looks pretty good. Doesn't feel overly drying, and I've had this over my mouth and nose a majority of the day because it's very cold, so I don't know if that's helping, and that's why it's helped taking my nose coverage off, but I think it's good overall. It is the end of my snowboarding day, and we just got back, and this is how we're looking so far. I feel like I'm a lot less red because I'm much warmer. I'm not as cold. This is what it looks like. I feel like the coverage is still there. My face doesn't feel overly dry. I feel like it's not clinging to dry patches, maybe a little bit on my nose, but nothing super crazy, and it did rub off a lot here, but also I've been rubbing my nose a lot and taking off that little bandana thing, as you guys saw. But yeah, so far I am very impressed. It still feels really lightweight. Coverage looks like it is there. So far, anyway. Alright guys, so it's time to wrap up my review on the Bite Changemaker Foundation. As you guys know, I was trying the shades L25 and L40. I do think I liked L40 a little more. It was a little bit dark for me, but it was fine. Overall, I liked the foundation. I thought it had a really good amount of coverage. It didn't feel super heavy. The moussey texture kind of threw me off a little bit, just with the blendable. It was kind of weird to blend out, but overall, I thought it was good. It wasn't super heavy on the skin. The coverage stayed for the most part, and if it didn't have like a really even fade throughout the day, which was really good. Didn't notice that I was getting excessively oily throughout the day. I was still oily, but it was pretty much normal. It was like nothing compared to my more dewy foundations. Overall, I thought it was pretty good, and it had decent coverage for my scarring. I had nothing bad to say about it. However, I think I'd purchase the full size of this foundation for myself, to be quite honest. It's not a bad foundation by any means, but it just really didn't blow me away. Like, I didn't think it was anything to necessarily write home about or that you need to run out and buy. I feel like I have other foundations that I like much better that do the same thing, if not more, that I think blur me more. It was a good foundation. There was nothing wrong with it and didn't cause me to break out, but it was just nothing mind-blowing. Just personally wouldn't run out to get it, especially for basically $40. I don't think this is a foundation you need to run out to buy. I think it had nice buildable medium coverage. I do feel like it lasted a long time, especially when I was snowboarding and stuff. Like, you could see how much it kind of faded but like clung onto the skin. I had that foundation on all day. I did not take that off until late at night, especially when we were done snowboarding. eating, playing games with the family. It lasted a long time, so I think in that sense it was really good. It is a very long wearing foundation, so that's good. But again, I don't know what it is about it, but it really just did not blow me away. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you've tried the Bite Changemaker foundation. Are you gonna run out and try it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.